Hello and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the box below and have determined that you are a power year number 9, then you're at the right place. Hi, Nines. It's December 2020 and we are going to do our reading based on your numbers, which are, of course, power year number 9, but you're in the month of 3. Nines for December 2020, you're in the month of 3. Now, let's pick up our first deck, and this deck is going to help us look at your work scenarios. The first one being if you are working, and the second one being if you're looking for work and you're a power year number 9 in this month of December. So we're going to shuffle these cards, and as I do Nines, let's review what those numbers mean for you. Okay, Nines. 9 is the last number of your 10-year cycle. So you will be beginning a whole new 10-year cycle next month in the month of January. But for now, you're in this month of 3. So yes, it is the ending of your cycle. It could literally be the ending of a relationship or an illness or a belief system or where you live or the way you're living. But it can, and that can be, what I'm trying to say is that can be a good thing for your 9s too, because you may want something to end. It doesn't have to be this scary, oh my God, we're breaking up this year. Oh my God, my company's going to fold. Oh my God, somebody's going to die. It can be those things, but it can be a lot of good things too. So I don't want you to ever be fearful, because we're not looking to make you fearful. We want you to feel strong. Now, the number 3, you will read that 3 is about lightness, airy, fun. But 3 is not just those things, 9s. It brings a lot of drama. It can bring drama to your month. There can be a whole shakeup going on somewhere that you weren't expecting. It can bring criticism. You might be the criticizer. So it can be all kinds of things. Let's take a look. Let's start 9s without further delay. For those of you who are working, let's see what these cards have to say for our 9s. Now 9s, this is my 3rd attempt at recording this. So there was something wrong with my microphone. And I'm curious because I do these spontaneously. And I'm curious as to what the other 2 readings were in the past, and why is it important that my 7, 8, and 9s are having 3 goes this month for me to finally get one posted for you. And I'm curious as to why it's so important to the universe that you hear certain information versus the other information that didn't come out. All right, 9s, if you are working in this month of December, let's take a look. Now, I feel like we have you. Your action card is you're feeling pretty darn good about yourself this month, 9. So in this month of December, you can rest on your laurels a little bit, it looks like. It looks like you might have the opportunity to make a big decision about something, and it's very black and white. It's a very yes or no. Someone may make an offer to you within the company, outside of the company, and you have to figure out, oh God, do I want that or I don't want that? Do I want to stay here or do I want to leave here? Am I going to bring up an issue because things are going well, but there's still the question of ... And you're coming from a place of being hard on yourself and judging yourself. So you may not want to, things have smoothed out. Maybe you felt like you didn't have a good couple of weeks or months prior to December. And now all of a sudden, maybe you're looking like the golden boy or girl and you're like, ooh, do I really want to go back and point out something, like I referred to it before. So it's a big decision on your hands of whether or not you want to rock that boat. Now, as I said, when I look at your numbers now of, well, okay, you're in the last month of the year of endings. So, yes, those numbers do influence that you're going to feel compelled to put the kibosh on something when it comes to work. That 3 shows us that it might involve some kind of criticism of someone else or opening yourself up for criticism of yourself, or some kind of drama that ensues from when you go to revisit this dot 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 kind of area. Now, without confusing the issue any further, let's take a look at those of you nines who are looking for work, those of you nines who are looking for a job. Okay, what do we have in this month of 3? Okay. Okay, and okay. Okay, 9s. It's a similar message, I have to tell you, 9. So I have you standing on your own, working on your own, being self-motivated. You don't need a lot of direction, and you're perceived as that too. But then there seems to be this about face, this sudden change of, how did you lose your footing here? How did you lose your footing? I'm talking to myself right now. Is it the job you lost? Is it company that's closing? Because I feel like you went from being on your own and doing very well and being motivated to like the spotlight's all on you, and now it's all fallen into your lap to explain to everyone what's happened. And I don't want to screw up the reading by me trying to put too much logic to this just because I can't think of a scenario that this fits. Because that, yes, it's nice for me to give you examples, but it's not nice for me to give you a wrong example and throw you. What transpires and ends up and is coming into being is that something may blow up in your face and it takes time, or you're afraid it's going to blow up in your face, and it takes time for the answer to come about or the outcome to come about, because you're kind of left hanging and you're hoping that even though you've made it clear to the whole gang that thanks, but no thanks. Thanks for the offer. I mean, I was looking to work in one location, and you're looking to hire me for the East Coast corridor, and that's going to involve a whole bunch of travel. And you say, well, why can't that be split up between me and 2 or 3 other people? And then those 2 or 3 other people are like, hey, thank you. We like what we're doing. Thanks for bringing our names into it. And then the management is like, well, we'll have to think about that and get back to you. And you're like, well, the only thing I can say as I'm hanging here waiting for an answer is, at least I made it clear of what I want. I don't want to travel up and down the East Coast. I want to have a smaller, area, and I'll just have to wait till the message gets back to me about what it's going to be. That's along the lines here of what I have, 9s, and I want to leave it at that because I don't want to make it more confusing. 9s, all words in this reading are for you. So let's say we're going to do romance now, and let's just say that the words that come up, the messages that come up during romance, fit the team and relationships that you have at work more so than romance. Then take it. Then switch it. All words in this reading are for you. It's a general reading for a group of people, so some of you are going to hear what you need in the appropriate section, say of business, but maybe some of you are going to hear a business reading in another segment of the reading. All words are for you, nines. Nines who are in a relationship. Let's take a look. You're at the end of a hard road of some kind. When it comes to a relationship, there may have been, oh yeah, this is nice. There may have been a phase where you, I don't know, maybe there wasn't a lot of romance or hasn't been a lot of romance. Maybe you two have been taking each other for granted, or just not stopping and smelling the roses as much in the relationship. Whereas it's gotten a little casual or something along those lines. But voila, you get over a certain period in your lives that you're meant to in this month of December, and it's like, whoa, once you get over this hump, and the hump might just be something changes for you, something's going to naturally change on its own, or it's the same old December crisis of where are we going to spend the holidays, and the fussing and the feuding, and whose family's feelings are hurt, or this, that, or the other thing. And maybe it's just, maybe you go through that every December, and it's going to land on its feet for you once you get through this month. You have a really cool card coming into being, and that's the movement or relocation card, whereas you might finally start to decorate the house or have some kind of movement. You might finally move, you might finally relocate, or you might finally agree what's the next move in our relationship together that we are going to do together. And yes, that might be making a commitment, moving in together. It can, and if you've done those things already together, it's some kind of moving forward with something that you've both maybe wanted to do, or one of you has finally convinced the other one, and you're just going to tie up some loose ends and then move forward together. So that's interesting, very interesting, nines. Let's take a look for nines who are looking for love. Nines who are looking for that relationship. Oh my, nines. Oh, yeah. Oh my heavens to Betsy. Now you're in the month of 3, and you have gotten 2 cards that are 3s. How does that grab you? Woo! I like that because it's a lot of nice validation that, remember that 3s are about, they can be about drama, and it also can be about a love triangle. I forgot to say that earlier. And you've got the love triangle card here in your reading. So some of you can be coming from a place where you were stepping out on someone, or someone else was stepping out on you, or there's too many hands in a cookie jar, that you wanted this relationship with Henry, but Henry's mother wanted to be right smack in the relationship with you, and maybe that's the triangle. But it looks as though there's some kind of dramatic situation you could be getting out of or leaving in this month of December, to be met with a bevy of another 3 card, so up to 3 invitations of offers of people who are asking, maybe people who are asking you out, or offers to spend the holidays. It's like all of a sudden, like your most popular boy or girl, if you are a 9 and you're out there looking for love, and suddenly you may have more invites than you know what to do with. So it looks to me like for 9s, like there's this double thing going on. It's like it's kind of like I'm seeing that movie. What was it called? The something door, the sliding door, or something, with Gwyneth Paltrow, where they show if she went left, what would have happened, and if she turned right, what would have happened. And I feel like that's what we have here for you nines. So if you nines who are looking for love, looking for more opportunities, or, coming from an explosive relationship or incident that's just happened, I feel like there's this double life if you're willing to say, well, okay, I'm not going to stay home and cry about it. Maybe it's happened, but I'm going to go back online. I'm going to go start pursuing people or responding to people who have been pursuing me. Rather than stay home and cry about it and be dramatic about it, I'm going to, it's happening, yes, but I'm going to also open up the door and take responsibility for my own life, because I don't want to sit here belly aching. I want to feel good. So I'm going to take the life by the whatever you want to say, and I'm going to try to pursue and open up other doors for myself. Yes, that will happen, and you'll have two of these things going on very dramatically, potentially at the same time, where one thing, in one area of your life, the poop is hitting the fan, and in another area of your life, it's exploding and doing beautifully. So to be open for all options, even though they might bring drama into your life. I think that's the best way to put it, nines. And if you would, nines, think of a question, any question at all. It can have, to do with love again, or it can have to do with job. It can have to do with any relationship, health, finance, and think of any question that you have. The more specific your question is, the easier you'll find it tweaking my answer and to make it fit your question, okay? Because this is a general reading. It's for a group of you at the same time. We're shuffling. So the best that we can expect for any question that our 9 has in this month of 3, December 2020, what's the best that we can expect? There's this theme happening for you, nines. And the theme is about you purposely or inadvertently ruffling feathers. I don't know. There's just this new day that it's just fallen into place in your mind, in your life, where you just want to change it up. You're just going to, change it up all of a sudden. And I have you leaving a place of security. So it looks to me like someone comes to you with some kind of an offer or idea. It is possible that you are the person presenting the offer or the idea. Yes, it is. And you've thought about it and you're thinking about it, and it just suddenly makes sense to you to leave this place of security. That could be an established relationship, a job, a home, a friendship. And you just see things a little differently all of a sudden, or it falls into place and makes sense. And it can cause some drama, the radical changes or moves or point of views that you're having. But it just feels right to you, and you're kind of being optimistic that they'll come around. They'll come around if I go ahead and make this decision. And then I find you finding just the right person to help you move forward in this area that you want to move forward in. And you find, and if you're saying to yourself, well, I don't need help, then the suggestion from the cards would be find yourself an expert. And it might just be yourself researching, reading things online, eventually consulting with someone who can give you a different point of view or give you some insight into whatever it is you want to move forward with. Let's say you get a job offer and you're like, well, I'm not sure. Maybe I have to speak with the person who's offering the job to get more specific details. maybe I have to speak to my employer to get more specific details about promotion and movement, and how long is this project going to last, and is it worth my leaving, because I have this other offer and I'm very happy here, but I want to make sure I have something for the next year or few years. um, I'm going to leave it at that, nines, because we're at 20 minutes and I don't want to keep going. So please, please, if you have any questions, you can jump onto my website, send me a question and your information at gemmaswindow@gmail.com. Otherwise, please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you. Okay, nines, see you next year. You're starting a new year, power year number 1. Going to be very exciting, nines. Okay, until next time, thanks for joining Jemma's Window. Bye for now.